Hi guys, my name is Michael and this is channel not just for the PS Vita fans. Welcome! Today's video is about one of those silly ideas that asks to be manifested nonetheless. The title of the video says Building the Ultimate PS Vita, and that's what we are doing today. We are creating a PS Vita that is better in every aspect of its existence than its official counterpart, but the core, the spirit and the soul of the PS Vita stays unchanged. As we cannot alter its essence, that would be a blasphemy. Obviously, this is not an Austin Evans channel, therefore the budget for today's video is £0 and I'll be utilizing just what I've got lying around the house. I might sprinkle in some concept ideas here and there too, just to keep your brains occupied and to have some fun, as that's primarily what we're doing here, having fun. I'm also aware how much you love your gameplay footage, so I make sure I'll incorporate as much as humanly possible into this ultimate PS Vita build. And now, without any further ado, let's dive right into the video. First fundamental feature that cannot be missing not just in the ultimate PS Vita but in any PS Vita for that matter is the necessity of exploiting it. It goes without saying that this no-brainer decision is gonna grant you a plethora of opportunities that you wouldn't have access to without it. It is an absolute must-have, must-do, can't live without, and because of that I'm putting it on the prominent first place. I'm sure all of you die-hard PS Vita zealots got it sorted already, so let's move on. Second step we need to take to the flawless experience is to overclock the CPU and GPU, so it can perform more operations per second. It will also produce additional heat and consume more energy, but we are not bothered about it. We want ultimate experience, and there is no ultimate without the overclock, clearly. Thus we are using PSV shell to achieve this goal. Third inevitable modification is the expansion of the internal storage. As you may know, Sony made sure the scarcity of the free space is guaranteed with every PS Vita purchase. In order to overcome Sony's unfortunate mindset, we will be harnessing the sheer power of PSVSD. What is PSVSD, you may ask? PSVSD is a hardware modification for OLED PS Vita 1100 that replaces the internal 3G modem with a USB microSD card adapter. Why don't you use SD2Vita instead? Don't you worry, we are using SD2Vita too. This is the ultimate PS Vita build, please keep that in mind. No half-baked, simple-minded decisions. We don't settle. We aim for the stars. Originally, this video was meant to be about PSVSD only, however, the process is pretty straightforward, plus there are enough of quality YouTube tutorials out there to set it up, so I've changed my mind and I did spice it up a bit. I'll just quickly mention what you need to look out for, the important stuff. First and foremost, your Vita must be on either 3.60 Henkaku Enso or 3.65 H-Encore Enso. I've been trying it with 3.68, however it wasn't working and I needed to downgrade to 3.65. Some smart guys over at Vita Nuova Discord server recommended the easiest way how to do it, so here it is. You can pause it and have a read through it if you wish to do so. After you are on an Enso, on a circle of life, you need to disassemble your Vita. Well, not disassemble, but just to take off the rear cover. If you're not sure how to do it, I'll put the link for my older video where I was explaining it in the right corner. The 3G module is right on the top. Take off 2 screws, change the modules, insert micro SD card and voila, job done. Well, almost. Now you just need to install the USB-MC VPK and trick the PS Vita into believing PSVSD is your main UX0 storage. Don't forget to remove the official PS Vita memory card, otherwise it won't work. I've been using the micro SD from my SD2Vita and all the apps and games was working without any issues, same like from SD2Vita, so I didn't have to download anything extra. By the way, if you are interested in buying one for your PS Vita 1000 3G, I can absolutely recommend this great reliable guy I bought it from. His name is Davis Nunez. Just write him a DM on the Twitter in case you are interested and he'll happily sort you out. You can find his Twitter account in the description below. So our first storage option is installed, the PSVSD. Now we need to double down on our additional free storage, the SD2 Vita. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. Is it excessive? Absolutely yes, and because of that we're doing it. To make it work, you just need to prepare the card like you would usually and plug it in and job done. The SD2 Vita is now mounted as a UMO. As you can see, I've got two 64GB cards installed. Theoretically, you could insert like two 512GB microSD cards, which would grant you access to almost 1TB of free storage for your PS Vita. Mind-blowing, I know. You cannot access both storage options at the same time though. You would need to unmount it and mount the other one in Vita Show. Some people suggest that the best way is to use the UMO for the PSP games and ROMs and the UXO for the PS Vita apps. I couldn't make it work in that way though on my PS Vita, as you would need to set up the SD2 Vita first and then PSVSD, and I did it the other way around. I might come back to it later, but for now this will do. Next we need to upgrade the audio. This is quite easy. I've just paired my Sony SRS-XB30 Bluetooth speaker with the PS Vita and it's working perfectly as if it was intended for this purpose. You could also pair wireless headphones, but I want a bit more punchy sound, so I'm happy with the speaker. There is also built-in rechargeable battery in the speaker that you can use as a power bank, and that will be our next upgrade to extend the battery life to its maximum limit. There is just one small issue with it. It's not charging the PS Vita, but it's charging my smartphone. I'm not sure why, but when I use my other Xiaomi power bank, that one is capable of charging PS Vita, therefore I'll be using that one. It's coming together pretty nicely, isn't it? Next, we need to surely upgrade the controls as well. Thumbsticks are quite short, plus we are also missing some triggers. Thus we'll be connecting the Dualshock 4 to the PS Vita in the search for the greatness. I'm also using this clip-on holder, and surprisingly the PS Vita fits snugly in there, as if it was made for it. We are also installing the plugin for the touch support on the PS4 pad, so we can use it as a full package with all the bells and whistles. In case you would prefer Xbox style of controller, the ultimate PS Vita isn't holding back the leash of your imagination. Hence we can use plugin that will allow us to use Xbox pad on our PS Vita. I don't have the clip-on holder on that one, so I will stick with Dualshock 4 for now. Also, make sure you won't install both of the plugins at the same time, as one of them will surely not working properly, same like in my case. So where we at? Software exploited? Check. Hardware overclocked? Checked. Memory storage vastly beefed up? Check. Audio acceptable? Check. Controls doable? Yeah, definitely. Another thing that comes to mind is to somehow enhance the visual experience, the video output. Easiest way to do it would be with some fine-tuned magnifying glass that could be hanged around the neck or something similar, but we are not cheaping out on some magnifying glass. We are better than that. We are hooking up another awesome plugin called Vita UDC that will enable us to stream the PS Vita screen into our Windows laptop. For this purpose, I'm plugging it into my shitty and shattered Asus Transformer book with 10-inch screen and Intel Atom processor, as we don't need much horsepower to make this function. Initially, my intentions was to make the ultimate PS Vita portable, as it is a handheld, and I still believe it is portable even now, even though it's definitely not pocketable and you would need a backpack to carry a speaker in addition to the laptop and the power bank, of course. But you still don't need to plug anything into the socket, and that's the obvious benefit of it. Even this tiny laptop can be charged normally from the power bank, as it is charged via the micro USB, which is why I picked this one in the first place. Obviously you can use any Windows laptop as long as you can charge it somehow, as those nowadays laptops are pretty short lasting. So from 5-inch OLED we went to the 10-inch LCD. It is a vibrant LCD and I like it. Apart from the shattered glass, obviously, you just need to look through it and it will disappear in a matter of seconds. So what do you think? Is this experience ultimate? I think we're getting closer. This setup feels pretty good. The experience is already solid. The audio is tearing my ears apart. You can't really grab it and walk around with it though, maybe without the screen, or maybe if you would create some contraption to hold it onto the Dualshock 4. But even then it is quite heavy, this tiny PC by itself. But I'm certain it is safe to say these upgrades indeed complement the PS Vita in a big way. And they fit nicely together underneath the caption of the ultimate PS Vita. I'm happy with it. If I would have more budget to spend, then there would be more potential improvements accessible, like shell replacement. The back cover is easy to swap, but when you want to change the front side, you need to buy the whole front OLED with the glass as well, as it is in one piece, and the cost for anything but black is pretty steep. Therefore, it is more sensible to buy the desired limited edition Vita straight away than to replace the shell, at least in my opinion. Personally, I would like to have also some kind of cradle, especially some official Sony one, like this one on this website. That would be really cool, but the prices are rising every day, so who cares about some cradle? There are many other hardware modifications that you can do to your PS Vita if you are interested, like wireless charging or LEDs. You can even put extra battery inside. I've even seen that somebody built TV out into the motherboard. That would be amazing too, but we are not doing anything more as there is no more use for garbage lying around the house. I found also this nice Vita case and I'm throwing it into the mix, because why not? And now the ultimate PS Vita build is complete and I'm so proud of it. But hey, I almost forgot, there is one more minor thing missing to the ultimate PS Vita experience. The game ports, obviously, as this channel is intertwined with them and there can't be one without the other. So just install all the plugins necessary to run all the shader compilers, etc. Find some nice quiet corner, snuggle up and give your heart what it deserves. Some proper retro Aliens vs Predator goodness, as I'm doing right now. What would your ultimate PS Vita experience look like, guys? Similar like mine? Let me know your thoughts down below. The video is coming to its grand finale, where I tell you if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other PS Vita enthusiasts. It means a lot to me and to the YouTube algorithm. If you want to support the channel, you can now buy me a coffee. I've created my first post in there, finally. Go check it out, you can do it even without buying me a coffee. Don't forget to also check out our Discord server, all the links are down below. Sub to the channel means you most likely won't miss upcoming content. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.